Hi, I'm Garrett Gilchrist, and right now I'm working on some really wonderful projects that I'm excited to show you all in the coming year. I am an artist, writer, and filmmaker. Picture of a cat, 3D cat rotating in space, question mark. As an artist, I usually work traditionally with pencil and pen. I do a bit of painting, and I also work digitally with the tablet. You might have seen my work animating lost episodes of Doctor Who. That got quite a bit of attention. We were featured in the Guardian newspaper, as well as SFX magazine, Doctor Who magazine, and the Wired magazine blog.
Here we are. What's this? Well, we so rarely get a chance to celebrate, but this time we must.
Celebrate?
Incidentally, a happy Christmas to all of you at home.
It must have affected him. We saw it happen. We heard him speak normally just now.
Do you think there's a chance? Something to hope for?
But what's all this?
I stand back from those controls. Those controls are used for dematerializing.
Dematerializing? What does that mean?
Right now I'm working on a video game project, which I'm really excited about. It's called Asperia, and it's about a young woman named Adelaide who dies and then is brought back to life under very sinister circumstances and has to face the Lord of Nightmares and his entire army in a huge, expansive dream world, partly of her own creation. It's a very female-driven story, and that was a very conscious decision. It's a story about these 6 women who are all powerful and flawed in their own ways and very different. And I wanted to explore their psyches in this dream world, in the language of dreams, in the language of the subconscious. Also, you fight monsters and stuff. Now, I went to USC Film School, which is pretty much considered the top film school in the country, and I made a bunch of student films. This one's called Journey of True Song, and I'm hoping to remaster that in HD this year. In 2007 and 2008, I wrote, directed, and edited a superhero movie called Shamelessly, or Shamelessly She-Hulk, because it's about the superhero, the She-Hulk, and has a lot of appearances by various comic book characters. It's a drama and a comedy about a very extraordinary woman, a very extraordinary green woman, and I'm very proud of what we were able to put out and release with that one.
My father was tough but fair. He taught me to be fair, but he couldn't teach me how to be tough. I went to school in Los Angeles, surrounded by movie stars and beautiful people. But I was never beautiful. Cute, but never beautiful. I was too shy to be beautiful.
Please, I have a wife and children.
This is Los Angeles, Mr. Proctor. It's a town built on image. It doesn't matter what you do. It only matters if you get caught.
You talk about comics as if they're real. Jennifer, comic books aren't real. They're fantasies created for children.
I take offense to that.
You're a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer and a superhero. I'm two. Two mints in one. You know the Incredible Hulk?
Big, green, smashes things?
That's my cousin Bruce.
Oh, no. There's somebody out there. Stop the countdown!
So, you're a superhero.
Yeah.
Are you more powerful than a locomotive? Can you leap tall buildings at a single bound?
Yeah, pretty much. But don't use that phrase. That's a copyrighted phrase. Do you want to get sued by the other guys?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We're in a movie right now.
I thought you said we were in a comic book.
No. This is my comic. And this. And this. Right now. We're in a movie based on my comic.
You're Jennifer Walters.
From time to time.
You know I killed your mother.
Yeah. I know.
So, it's you. You're that She-Hulk monster.
Monster? No, a monster is someone who, say, tried to kill me twice. Killed my mother, killed my best friend. And yes, Trask, in case you're wondering, I am about to rip you in half. So say your last words. You want to say your prayers? What kind of God does a man like you pray to? Well, don't pray to him. Pray to me!
I've written 14 screenplays, and one of those turned into a comic project. It's called The Chosen Ones, and it was originally intended as an animated series. It's about a group of 20-somethings who take on an alien invasion, and in 2011, I made a comic book out of it and did about 70 pages of it. But even at 70 pages, I'd still just barely started to scratch the surface of what the story was supposed to be and what the story is in the screenplay. So I'm hoping to show more of that story so that you can really get to know these characters, because it was a project I was very proud of. Hopefully we'll be able to put that graphic novel, that first 70 pages, into print. I am also working on a new movie concept script thing, which I'm really excited about. It's about a female superhero, and I know I've already done a movie about a female superhero, but this one is very different. But if you know me as a filmmaker, you probably know me for my film restoration work, the main project of which has been my restoring Richard Williams's unfinished animated masterpiece, The Thief and the Cobbler. I put out the first Thief and the Cobbler recobbled cut in 2006, and it's an obscure film. Animation people, animation enthusiasts know this film, but most people don't know about it. So I really felt I was restoring it for me, just because I wanted to see a version of this film, because it's a masterpiece, and I wanted to see a version of the film that did it justice. I figured about 15 people would see the edit, but instead it became a cult success in its own right. We got a lot of attention on the internet. We were featured at Cracked, Ain't It Cool News, The Nostalgia Critic, and the Mythbusters site Tested.com. Now, the most recent version of The Thief and the Cobbler recobbled cut, the Mark IV, was done in HD and took over 2 years to complete. Now, I had some help on this from some very talented and wonderful people. Mostly it was just me. And I was restoring the film frame by frame by frame, the entire picture. It was a huge project, and I'm pretty sure it's the most complex and intricate restoration ever attempted on a film. Certainly the most complex restoration ever attempted by a single artist not getting paid for it. I also run the Thief Archive, the Richard Williams Archive, on YouTube and elsewhere, and I've really spent about 8 years now restoring and preserving the animated legacy of Richard Williams and any documents related to that, any films. Here's an obscure little short film called The Sailor and the Devil by Errol LeCaine, and here's what it looked like after we restored it. And many thanks to Christoph Nass and Helga Bernhardt for their help with that. And yeah, I have more film restoration projects coming up, so stay tuned for those. Now, a couple of years ago, I put out a short novel called Cratchit and Company, which is about Bob Cratchit from Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. And not to spoil it, but it's a real tearjerker, and people seem to like it. Now, that was a little novel, and I've been working for a while now on a big epic novel, which is called Ragland, and it's about the end of the world. It's about the 4 horsemen at the end of the world. And the way you write about the end of the world is you write about what's happening in the world today, and you don't sugarcoat it. So it's surreal, and it's philosophical, and it's angry. And I'm really proud of it, and it's about half done now, and I'm hoping to finish it in the next year or two. Now, this is the part where I'm asking for help. And I hate to ask for help, but it is hard to be an artist in this economy. I don't want all these ideas, all these worlds I've created to just sit on a hard drive somewhere. I want them out in the world. I want to show you some things. With your help, we can create amazing things. If you can donate, donate. If you can't, you can't. But either way, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me all these years. Thank you for looking at what I draw and listening to what I have to say. And there's going to be great stuff this year, so stay tuned. And thanks for watching this, and have a great day.